Texas's most wanted criminal illegal aliens. It's June 5th, 2024, and these are your headlines. We'll talk more about that story in just a second, but first, something breaking out of the Texas House. A group of conservative lawmakers say they could soon be expelled by the Texas House Republican Caucus for endorsing challengers to incumbents in the recent primary election. This cycle, however, conservative incumbent representatives Brian Harrison, Nate Schatzline, Steve Toth, and Tony Tinderholt joined statewide Republicans like Governor Greg Abbott and Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick in endorsing against liberal Republicans in an election cycle that saw the defeat of 14 incumbent Republicans. Now, while the source of the movement to expel the members has not been made public, an inside source tells Texas Scorecard that Representatives Cole Hefner and Jared Patterson, who are both aligned with Speaker Dade Phelan, are behind the efforts. Now, neither Hefner nor Patterson would confirm or deny the allegations as of our publication this afternoon. Representative Brian Harrison called it an attempt to dispense with whatever shreds of credibility the caucus had left. Steve Toth agreed. He said his membership in the caucus doesn't supersede his right to free speech and that he has a moral obligation to follow his moral compass. Now, if the motion to expel the members comes to fruition, moves along in the process, members would hold a vote digitally. A previous effort in 2022 to expel 3 lawmakers on similar grounds failed. Governor Greg Abbott and the Department of Public Safety have announced a list of the 10 most wanted criminal illegal aliens in Texas. Abbott said that Texas is a law and order state, and with the help of our fellow Texans, we will ensure that the illegal immigrants on this list are taken off our streets and put behind bars to keep our communities safe. He went on to say Texas will continue to take unprecedented action to protect Texans and our state from President Biden's border crisis. The Texas Department of Public Safety's profiles of the 10 criminals provide some insight into the extent of their crimes. For example, one Caucus Gonzalez was first convicted in 2016 for drunk driving with a minor under 15 years old and for assaulting a family member. He was quickly removed from the country, but found his way back by 2021, after which he was charged with assault and failure to provide personal information. While out on bond for the 2021 charges, a warrant was issued for his arrest for once again failing to provide his personal information to authorities. And then just over a year later, he was again arrested, this time for sexual assault and misconduct involving a child. Now, Caucus Gonzalez is one of 3 other illegal aliens whose cash reward for tipping off law enforcement to their whereabouts is as high as $5,000. For the other 6, the reward is as high as $3,000. In order to be eligible for cash rewards, tipsters must provide information to authorities through either the Crime Stoppers hotline, the DPS website by clicking the link under the fugitive's pictures on their profile, or Texas's 10 Most Wanted Facebook page by clicking the Submit a Tip link in the page's About section. Studies have shown that illegal aliens commit violent crimes at a higher rate than Texans.
What are the important things out there in Texas politics and Texas news that matter to you, and what can you do about it? That's what we want to bring you with the Luke Macias Show on a weekly basis for 20 to 30 minutes. That way you can get the information and go do something for the rest of your week. I look forward to coming to you every Wednesday.
Travis County's Democrat district attorney is attempting to overturn Governor Abbott's pardon of former Army Sergeant Daniel Perry, who was convicted of murder in 2023 for shooting an armed Black Lives Matter protester in self-defense. Governor Abbott, meanwhile, says that's not gonna happen. Now, nearly a year later, after an intensive investigation, the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles recommended that Governor Abbott grant Perry a full pardon and restore his Second Amendment rights. Shortly after the board's decision, Abbott released a proclamation granting Perry's parole. Now, nearly 3 weeks after Abbott pardoned Perry, Travis County District Attorney Jose Garza announced that his office would ask the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals to overturn Abbott's pardon. During a press conference announcing the decision, Holly Taylor, who's the director of the Division of Public Integrity and Complex Crimes for the Travis County DA's office, said that Governor Abbott violated the Texas Constitution in pardoning Perry. In addition to Garza's challenge, Democrat attorneys general from Arizona, Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington, D.C. have all urged U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland to look into the matter. A letter they sent last week questioned the validity of Texas's Stand Your Ground law, saying the law could encourage vigilantes to attend protests. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.